Paris 2022, and I have with me today Permesh Dhillon, who has an interesting trial that you're starting to work on. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me here today.
Pleasure.
I'm one of the interventional neuroradiology fellows in Nottingham in England, and I'm also the chief investigator of the ProFATE trial, which is a trial looking at the effect of proximal blood flow arrest during mechanical thrombectomy. Effectively, we know that based on retrospective studies so far over the last 10 years, many people have tried using balloon guide catheters during mechanical thrombectomy, and it's shown that it effectively improves angiographic outcomes in terms of the TICI scores. It reduces the number of passes that are required and potentially even improves functional outcomes. And more importantly, it also supposedly reduces the number of emboli to new vascular territories. But till today, there's never been a randomized control trial to actually prove that this works. So that's where this whole thing came about, and that's what we're working on in Nottingham. We've started a randomized control trial of 124 patients, randomized to having a balloon guide catheter in place, and whether or not a balloon inflation is used or not. And effectively, what we're looking for is the primary outcome of the TICI 2C to 3 rates in both arms. We're also got a host of secondary outcomes that we're looking at, including the emboli to new territory hit rate. And hopefully this will give us a great insight into the usefulness of balloon guide catheters. We're about halfway through at the moment, and hopefully by the end of the year we could be much closer to completing this, and hopefully we'll be able to share this with the wider INR community.
So you hope to have your first data by the end of the year? The trials?
Well, yeah, absolutely. We hope to finish it by the end of the year, and hopefully by the early quarter of 2023 we'd be able to share our results with the wider community.
This is a single center trial? Or?
Well, we've started off as a single center, but we're about to roll it out to a couple of other centers as well in the UK. These centers are also typically centers that routinely use balloon guide catheters. For this, we've started off by using the flow gate device, and we've limited it to a first-line intended technique of the combined technique or aspiration only to keep things as standardized as possible.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me again.